Godzilla 98. So, this is, I talked about all the MonsterVerse movies and lead up to Godzilla v. Kong. And, I wanted to throw some Godzilla 98 reviews to talk about the series and the movie before that comes out. And I will have another Godzilla video. I was going to have another King Kong related review, but I realized that I don't know why I thought Godzilla vs. Kong was coming out in April, but they moved it up. So yeah, that's the whole thing. So I'll talk about that whenever we get another King Kong or Godzilla movie or some other project like that. I don't know. There will be one other Godzilla review after this. These Godzilla 98 reviews though. Stay tuned for a review of the series. I really enjoyed talking about the MonsterVerse movies, and this is a fun review because Godzilla 98 is very much a hated movie. It's an interesting movie. It is so much wrong with it, but yeah, I think this is a so much more entertaining movie than people get it credit for. I think this is a movie that we will see people go back to and start actually looking about more fondly, because here's the reality. Yes, this movie is not like anything Godzilla before. If you've ever, there's a famous interview with the people from Toho where they walked in to check out the first design for this Godzilla movie, and they were so flabbergasted that it was so different that they silently left the room and said, we'll check in tomorrow. And they knew that they couldn't really give any notes because clearly America wanted to do something different, and they were just going to have to let it happen. And for some people, that story has been a warning sign about how horrible this movie is. But for me, the way I look at it is yes and no, where this movie is so different, and America was clearly just going to do its own thing. But I think it's important that America and Japan Godzilla movies have their own sensibilities to them. This movie, does have problems. I think Matthew McConaughey's miscast. A lot of the humor in this movie doesn't really work. A lot of the human characters are just fucking terrible. But I don't know. I still have fun with it. It's kind of like a dumb Roland Emmerich movie, and I love that energy about it. I think that Godzilla being a woman and laying eggs is a little bit weird. I'm not really sure why they went that direction, but I've kind of just accepted it. It's fun enough. And I think the way they expand upon all this in the series has kind of made me appreciate this movie a little bit more. I think this movie is not a perfect movie, but I think this movie is very much overhated. There are so many Godzilla movies. Why are we hating this movie the way we're doing it? I think that this movie deserves a little bit more love than it gets. Is it terrible? No. Is it good? No, it's kind of a mess of a movie, but I don't know. I still have fun with it. Godzilla 98, guys.